kept going. What was your plan for the day the gates of the prison would just open to your freedom?
The first 2-3 years wasn't easy at all.
What happened?
Life wasn't easy because life in prison itself is difficult.
What makes it difficult?
Especially when you don't have visit. Excuse me to say, my brothers there, big ups to them. But the food itself provided by the prisons, even your dog, if you have a well-trained dog in the house, if you give him that food, he will not eat it.
What is the state of the food?
The banku and the soup. Soup, they give you, you watch yourself in it as, it's like a mirror.
It's a mirror.
It's like a mirror. You see yourself in it. You fetch it, and it's like just water being mixed with granite paste or those things. So if you have nobody visiting you, that is what we are going to depend on.
And were you getting visits?
Yes.
Your sister
my sister used to visit. And the cell in which I was privileged to be in a cell with some high-profile people. So at least when it came to food, it wasn't a problem.
Also, their visitors brought them good food.
So in the
so
cells,
they shared it.
Yes. Sometimes one of them will see you as a good person, then you'll be cooking for him. If he has anything, you do for him. So anything he has, he share with you.
Did you ever meet Ibrahim Sima?
Oh, Exopa. He was in Block 4.
Right.
Block 4, cell 2. Block 12, Block 4, cell 3.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't share the same...
No. I was in Block 5, he was in Block 4. But one very good guy in the prison we lost.
Yeah. And when he passed, what were you thinking?
That day, it wasn't easy in the prisons. It wasn't easy at all because we had lost one great guy because he had helped people in the prison. Even he had some people came with fines, he paid for them. Some even has got lawyers for some people to try it, and they were out. So he was like a godfather to some people in the prison. So the day we lost him, it was a blow to almost all of us in prison. Unless you don't have a problem, if you confine him, he comes to your aid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the congestion at the prisons.
I can say now it's getting better, but initially when there were no beds, sleep on the floor, 50 in a room.
And how big is this room?
Oh, I don't know how to describe it. Just something. Normally, at least 4 or 5 people. Let me just say 6. Highest outside.
Maximum 6 people for that room.
Yes.
But you had 50 people occupying that room.
Yes. We had about 50. Some instances, 55 in a particular room. When there were no beds. So you sleep where your head goes, that's where someone's legs is. Mistakenly, you get up and say you are going to pee, you come back, you stand.
Somebody will take your spot.
Because you sleep on one hand. You sleep on one side of your body, the other side is up. So you are packed. So immediately you rest to go and pee, then the place...
So you don't pee?
You have to pee. If you pee and you are not able, if you are not strong, then you stand till the next morning. Survival of the fittest.
Wow.
Yes.
And you did this for 13 years. Well, you're saying now there are beds?
Oh yes, now there are beds.
For everybody?
Not for everybody. In the room...
But it's improved? It's
improved. In a room there are 10 beds, double. So let's say 20 people will sleep on a bed.
And the rest?
You sleep. Some sleep in between. If you are fortunate, you sleep in between the beds. That one you are alone. So it's like you are also sleeping on a bed. Nobody disturbs you. You get up, go to pee, do anything.
And you still come and sleep in the
Come and sit. You can sit in that corner till the next morning. You have no problem.
So and these beds are accommodating just about 20 people in the room, or you're still 15 in the room?
No, about 20. Now the number has reduced.
Okay.
As of today, I can't speak of the number because I'm not there.
Right. But it
has
reduced.
It has reduced.
Okay. Thanks to is this for the Justice for All program?
We don't, the Justice for All is for remand prisoners. They have their block different. Convicted prisoners we have our block different.
Different, okay.
We don't all stay in the same place. We are different from them. They are just visitors. But we are landlords of the yard. Yeah. So we don't live together.
But you said you met people who had been on remand for so many years.
Yes, people are there. They are there. People 9 years, 10 years, 15 years on remand.
And it's because they're not getting access to a lawyer? What exactly?
Not per se lawyers. The judicial system itself is a problem. The policing itself is a problem. Because you can't imagine a CID taking you to prison, yard on remand, then that ends it. It never comes there again. Then always he takes the warrants to court, renew the date. Then the judge sitting on the case gives him that access. So you are there. If your family don't fight, then you remain there.
Okay. So 13 years in prison, and you're back now. What have you been doing?
I'm just trying to see what God will do. I'm setting up a business of my own. It's been registered. I have the certificates here.
You showed it to me yesterday.
Yes, I have the certificates. I want to go into printing, photocopying and stuff. At least it will be a start into the future. I'm a SS graduate. I still have the chance to go to the tertiary institution.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to be a nuisance on somebody. Tomorrow I want to buy handouts. I need this, I need that. No. At least if I'm able to start this, the income I get out of it, I use it to sponsor myself in any tertiary institution I wish to go without depending on anybody.
Okay, let's take our first break now. We'll come back and talk about this business that you want to set up and exactly what has gone in, what is left of it, and also still go back to the Nsawam prison and talk about a few things. We'll be right back. This is State of Affairs. I'm talking to Mohammed Awal. He's an ex-convict. He was sentenced to prison for 13 years and he was released in January 2019. We'll be right back.
Akoto loves his family. He works hard to take care of them. So Ifya, his young daughter, can become the doctor she's always dreamt of. And Akosia, his lovely wife, can open the nursery school she talks about all the time. He can see a happy, relaxed retirement in the years to come. But life can get in the way of our dreams. Unable to work, how do their dreams come to pass? Don't let life's tragedies get in the way of your family's dreams. Get a life insurance policy from Star Life today. Star Life, your solid partner for life.
Shed your rumor to me.
Insecticide spray and mosquito pelt. And Tonton Master, a baby Jumanamo. So Madahati. Roma insecticide spray at that Roma. Entafre, Entatia, Mekacheha. No way. Yamikuno and Tonton Bako Crown Panamo. And also a pussy. Roma insecticide spray and mosquito pelt. And out there we a sham. Roma,
Roma and Tonton Master. We see you. And you. Ooh, and you too, Mr. Romantic. We see you and the wonderful things you're doing. You just want to make it in life, and we are here just for that. For over 15 years in 53 locations in Ghana and present in 9 other countries across the world, we've given over 1 billion Ghana cedis to more than 400,000 Ghanaian workers and businesses just like you, helping them to build their dreams. So go on, go ahead and do the things that make you happy. Make memories, create businesses, get paid, and live free. Because we will be here watching you. We are Bayport. Bayport Savings and Loans. Your future now.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I don't cry, baby.
Wonton Emma Nipa on the Enfie Edunwo and Sessa appeal for Eno.
Look sharp, look sharp. Wow, my uniform looks different. From my head to my toes. You're the best grandpa ever.
Feco spray starch, Majima point.
Hi, Puff.
Actually, pause. How about into Mogumin Massidam? When you want to remember Namonto the morning. I feel your spray starch, Papa. On your particles be a water and or dose warm on your water and Sufi. No wrinkles, smooth iron.
Yes, Papa. Feco spray starch. Me here perfume.
Point 2.
I said, yes, guy. Feco spray starch.
Look sharp.
Feco spray starch. Look sharp, look sharp.
Also has a problem with his radio.
Mission time!
My big brother always stealing my cowbell coconut milk power cable. Check. Circuit board. Check.
Hanger, cowbell, mug. Check. Radio. Check.
More flavors are better than one. Cowbell is fortified with protein, mineral, vitamin A, C, D, E, and K to help you complete the mission. Cowbell comes in coconut, strawberry, choco malt, and Mr. Owusu's favorite, mocha. There's something for everyone.
Mission accomplished.
I am Peter Tetebotri, a science teacher at Church of Christ School, Koforidua. I went to visit a friend who was discharged from the hospital some months ago. He told me about the extra benefits he had from IO Recharge with Care. My friend then introduced me to an IO agent who assisted me in signing up. You dial *296#. You select option 1, sign up. You choose a preferred cover. You then fill your personal details. My senior brother felt very sick. We did all we could to keep him alive, but unfortunately, he passed away. I remembered I was covered with IO Recharge with Care. I then decided to go in for the claims. First, you dial *296#. You select 1 to continue. You select option 7 for claims. You follow the procedures and submit your documents. I urge you all to sign up to IO Recharge with Care.
Tired of all the old ways of fighting mosquitoes? Discover the new Raid Day and Night. 3 sprays on 1 poster for 24-hour mosquito protection for the whole family. The future of mosquito protection. Raid Day and Night. It's good to be tough.
Welcome back to Stage of Affairs. Before we continue with our interview, just to remind you that a safe and easy way to access a loan using your car is here, and it's the Bayport Car Title Loan. If you own a car, you can use it to get a loan of up to 25,000 Ghana cedis cash from Bayport and still drive your car. Call 0302745454 0577679105. Bayport, your future now. I'm talking to Mohammed Awal, an SHS graduate sentenced to prison somewhere in 2005. Okay, if that works out well. So he's been released. He was released in 2019, January. That's just this year. And he's here narrating his ordeal before his incarceration. And he says that he did not commit that crime of possessing cannabis. Yes. Right? All right. So, where's your mom?
She's in the voter room.
She's still there. Have you seen her?
Oh, yes. When I came, I went to visit her.
Okay. And your dad?
He's late.
He's late?
Yes.
When you were in prison or
yes.
before?
Yeah, no, when I was in.
When you were in prison? So
yes.
You were told about it?
I was told about it.
Sad, Dave? Obviously.
Sad, very sad. Very sad. The whole day, about a week, I couldn't imagine losing my dad in prison. What? But I just said, God knows best.
Yeah.
Anything that came my way, because there was no option. There was nothing I could do. All I looked at was God.
Okay. Now, having gone through what you went through, coming out now, what do you say if you ever, for instance, met the IGP? What would you say to him? What would you tell him?
Well, he has a lot of work to do, especially when it comes to investigators. They are the major reason why our prisons are choked. These investigators and state attorneys and prosecutors, they are the reason why our prisons are choked. Because why should you just go and dump somebody in prison? You go to court, they give you 2 weeks to reappear in court, you go dump the person, then that ends it. You go to court, when we're on trial, sometimes you go to court, a CID will come and say, my lord, accused person not in court. Then I ask myself, accused person not in court, is he in his house? He is in cells. Who is supposed to bring him to court? You are supposed to bring him to court. If you don't bring him to court, how can he be present in court? He can't fly to the court. You, the investigator, will have to bring him. You are not here with the person. Then you are here saying, my lord, accused person not in court. Then the prosecutor will get up and say, my lord, we need another date. And that is it. You are in custody, but he is there taking another date for you. All he will tell you is the case has been postponed to this date. That very day, he goes again, takes another day, because anytime the warrant elapses, you must get a new warrant. So that's what they do. So it's making the work of the prison service very difficult. Well, let's just say the prison service, they are just like custodians. If you, the CID, don't send the person there, they don't arrest, they just keep. So until you come for the person, they can't release the person to go. So most of the time, it happens that way, and inmates are blaming prison officers. But let me just say, they prison officers have nothing to do. It's like a watchman. I come to give you my phone. Until I come for it, you can't release it. That is how it is. So the police system in this country, if the IGP could sit up and monitor, a system will be put in place to monitor investigators who are handling cases, especially that are in court and are on trial. And our judges too. At least, if an investigator should appear in your court on 2 occasions, demanding for a date without the accused person, you have to sack him or sanction him. At least we have court police. That very day, if he's in court, police custody, send the court police to go to that cells and bring him to court. Bring the accused person to court. At least he should give the reason why he's not in court in the presence of the police. Then, by then, we'll know how the system is running. Because I'm in custody. How do I go to court if you, the CID, does not come for me? They go dump you, and that ends it. Sometimes the most annoying aspect of it all is that he dumps you and he's on leave. Or he's gone on transfer. Instead of him to transfer the docket to another CID, sometimes they go on transfer with the docket. That ends it.
And you're there forever.
You are there forever. If your family don't sit up and pursue the case in court or go to the police, that ends it. You'll be there. If you're not fortunate, you die. Because he has gone with the docket. If you go to court, they tell you they need the investigator. Sometimes in Accra, the investigator is in Navrongo. He can't be leaving Navrongo to Accra always. But the case, he has not transferred it to any investigator again. So that is it.
So you just feel, from your experience, you just feel that the investigators are not doing a very good job?
No. Let me just say.
But your investigator was good.
Anytime there was, we went to court on my court date. Yes, for him.
Yeah.
Kudos. We went to court on my court date.
But you could tell from narrations from your
from
other
the prison. Sometimes it's good you will extend some of these things to the yard. You go to the prison's yard. Then you hear stories. At least you find yourself. Sometimes the convict prisoners, at least, have been jailed 10 years. Any day passes, my sentence is reduced. So there we call it +1 - 1. Convict prisoners, every day your sentence is reduced. But the remand prisoners, every day his days are increasing. Whilst yours is reducing, his is increasing. You've gone 2 weeks remand. 2 weeks elapsed, they've not come for you. Before you realize 1 month, before you realize 2 years, so the years are increasing in remand. But you, the convict prisoner, every day, at least 5:30, the number is being counted, the day has ended, -1. So that's how the system is. So at least when you go to the prison yard itself, I can't speak for all. People have their own stories. It's pathetic. Sometimes you are in the same yard with somebody, but you listen to someone's story, you forget about what you are even going through.
You realize yours is really nothing.
You call it bomb sentence. You realize
what is bomb sentence?
Minimal sentence.
All right.
You realize you are just, someone will tell you 15 years. I can use just one of my legs to serve that sentence and come out.
15 years. Right.
Because he is serving maybe 100 or 120 years.
Right.
And you are serving 15 years. Times 10 of what he is serving. So you just tell my brother 10 years, forget.
That's nothing.
Guys, 10 years is 10 months. He will just stand on one of his legs,
and then
serve the sentence, and he's out. So there are a lot of stories in there. At least, let me just say, the media in corporate Ghana will have to have second look about the prison systems. If it's been left to the government alone, it can't be handled. Corporate Ghana should come in. Legal aid system, it should come in.
Does the legal aid work? I mean, from your interactions with
other
people,
there.
Does it work?
It doesn't. Excuse me, it doesn't, because people don't benefit from it. So if others are benefited, but at least a majority of prisoners are not benefiting from it. So to us, we just say it doesn't work, because that's how it is.
Okay.
The Justice for All system came, at least is doing its best, but they have to expand the scope, because the Justice for All system is just for the remand prisoners who have been in custody for long. But sometimes they come and person is there for 9 years, you even come and give him bail and said he should bring indenture and those things. Where is he going to get it from? If 9 years the person is there and the case is not being pursued, clearly is that the case is not important. There are no evidence to support the case. So you just acquit and discharge the person. There's nothing like bail again. Well, if the CID or the system were interested in that case, along that 9 years, it would have been tried. But since within 4 or 5 years it's not being tried, then it means it's a useless case. You just have to throw the docket away somewhere and allow the accused person to find his way. But it comes, bail is a problem. Some are lucky, they just acquit and discharge them. Some to bail, but
Right.
They don't meet the bail
You made
conditions.
some good friends there?
Oh, a lot. A lot.
Okay. Tell me about I mean, you've spoken about the conditions there, but we also hear, not just here, but I see it in the movies, and sometimes I feel, okay, these things are just being staged. But these fights really break out?
Oh, no.
They don't?
Fights, no, at least. No.
There are no fights. There are no
There are
cliques.
confrontations, like you have problem with somebody, you shout, but not that kind of fights you see in the movies. No, it doesn't happen.
Thank God.
There are officers all over.
Mm.
There are times when issues are high.
Issues such as?
When you are caught that you are a gay.
Okay, so there's homosexuality.
It's there, but it's very dangerous. It's a taboo there. What betides you when you are caught? Even the OIC cannot save you from the hands of your fellow prisoners.
What will they do to you?
They will beat you to the extent you wish yourself dead. Yes.
And this has happened to people?
Oh, it has happened. So we've caught so many people in the yard doing it.
They were engaged in homosexuality?
Yes. They take advantage because of the system, of the less privileged one. Somebody comes, maybe he's a street guy, has nobody, finds himself in the prison. Nobody is there to visit him. 2-3 years, nothing. So the person has the logistics, let's say the food and money. So you just lure you, I'll be giving you food, I'll be giving you this. Before you realize, you fall a victim to that activity.
And this happens quite often there?
Yes, often. It happens often.
And when they catch you, who are they beating up? The young person who had absolutely...
You, the person doing it.
But there are two people doing it.
There are two people. One is in the action.
So the one... I don't even want to picture this.
Let me just say it to you. What would it from?
Oh, no! You can't say that on TV.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. But so they will beat that person up?
Yes.
And what do their guards do? They don't come in to save you?
They know it's a taboo. Because the prison is a way that immediately you get into the prison, the rules and regulations are being read to you.
Right.
99 rules is there. So you are aware. If you fall a victim, you know the punishment that comes with it. So, especially that thing, when you do it, because people are there, we are praying for God to have mercy on us. Then you go and you are doing this sacrilege. At least, what impression are you giving out?
Okay,
you are just destroying our prayers.
That's what you.
That is what we think. So in order to prevent that.
So that's the mindset you have.
Yes. Because I can't be in the same room with you praying, then you are doing this. At least angels will not enter.
That's what you think.
That's what we think. Yes.
But you know these people do have rights. Not the right to do what they're doing, but they have a right to
you have
exist.
that right.
To exist. You cannot go around beating people up because you've caught them in a certain act that you think is desecrating.
You have the right when you are in your house, not in the prisons. Because
nobody approached you to woo you with anything to do that?
You dare not. Because, let me just say, after my 4th year, I had a privilege to work in an office.
Okay. What kind of work were you doing?
I was in the OIC's office. In the morning, I go to sweep his office. If there's any errands within...
So you were earning something?
Let me just... Food. In the morning, they bring me food. If I need something, I go to tell him. The only thing he can't do for me is to tell me to go home.
Right.
But there are certain times when there are programs outside, maybe something to do in it. They send an escort to his house.
Right.
We go do it, and I come back to the yard.
Okay.
Yes. So I had that.
So you were busy?
Yes, I was busy. Everybody
busy.
knows me. They call us office boys. So everybody knew me to be an office boy.
And you did this for how long?
Till almost 6 years. So for me, even if you see me coming, OIC is coming, so you have to give it. You dare not.
You were enjoying some powers.
Yes,
as the office boy for the OIC.
For the OIC. Because our own leaders.
Right.
We call them black coats, the national leader and the other leaders, apart from the office boys. So the privileges you, the black coat, enjoys, the office boy also have to enjoy.
Okay. There's a question I've always wanted to ask. In such an atmosphere, how do people still get access to drugs in a prison?
Yeah, that is, I said, Nsawam is a constituency on its own.
So people have power.
It's a combination of a Fiebia Mensa at one particular location. So definitely, things will have to go on. As I was saying, is somebody 750 years, somebody 770 years. At least every day that passes by, he thinks of himself and the sentence he's going through. So if you want to continue thinking about it, at the end of the day, you go mad or you even fall sick, and that's the most dangerous aspect of the life in prison, falling sick.
Why?
There is no access to healthcare. The only thing is first aid. If you have money, if you are not careful, you are taken to the hospital. Sometimes your family will even have to come in because the CBT itself has no money. Your family will have to come in, give you good healthcare in the hospital. So every prisoner prays not to fall sick whilst in prison.
Because if you fall sick,
it's a problem.
Right.
So we believe at least those who take it, please, when he takes that thing, that moment, the thinking...
The heroin?
Yes, the thinking goes away. So he goes, if he takes it, he's at the backyard, or he goes to sleep on his bed, no problem. But if he doesn't get it...
It leads to chaos.
Yeah, he's like a wounded lion. As at that moment, you 7, 10, or 5 years, if you step on his foot, he will deal with you. Because you can't use that your tomatoes sentence to come and disturb his life. So mostly, it is not allowed, but
it finds a way to get through.
The system requires it.
So you prisoners devise strategies to get it in?
Yes, because...
And the guards catch you sometimes?
Yes, if they arrest you, there were times they arrested some people and they jailed them. They were already 7 sentenced, but they were arrested with helps and they were taken to court and sentenced again.
Again?
Yes.
All right. But when we come back, I want to talk about the system and how it contributes to recidivism. Recidivism meaning that you're in prison.
You come back.
You come back. You know it. Oh, thank God. We'll be right back. This is State of Affairs. I'm talking to Mohammed Awal, an ex-convict. We'll be right back.
Ghana card no, and you're more than just a means of identification. We are patriotic there. It's going to open up a new world of secure transactions and benefits for all Ghanaians. As an electronic ID, the new Ghana card even allows you to travel within the ECOWAS sub-region without your regular passport.
To register, you have to provide your name, date and place of birth, your residential address, your digital address code, and the name of your parents or legal guardians. Note, you also need either a birth certificate or a valid Ghanaian passport. But if you don't have any of the required documents, don't worry. A relative or 2 members of your community who have registered and have their Ghana card can vouch for you under oath.
Your Ghana card will be the only acceptable ID for all transactions which require you to prove your identity. And beware, providing false information will lead to your arrest and prosecution.
It's a new era of connectivity, access, and progress for all.
Memubia Nadao. Register for your Ghana card now. One nation, one Ghana card.
There are electrifying shows for everyone to explore this July on GoTV. Let's adventure more into the world of the animal kingdom and their habitats. From drab to fab, tap into your fashion expector that's sure to make a statement. Be bold. Throw everything on the line for love, money, and a life of excitement. Wake up, take in the work, and live the dream.
I'm even look hungry right now.
And girls with a heart of gold always steal the show. fiercely, Africa's football rivals rise as the finals come to a head on GoTV Max and GoTV Plus. When your life seems like a fantasy, it's probably better that you stay on script.
Is that right now?
Subscribe to GoTV Plus or upgrade to GoTV Max to dive into this month's breathtaking shows. We are out of this world entertainment. GoTV. Live it. Love it.
Lonely Mr. also has a problem with his radio.
Mission time!
My big brother always stealing my cowbell coconut milk power cable. Check. Second word, check.
Hunger, cowbell, mug, check. Radio, check.
More flavors are better than one. Cowbell is fortified with protein, mineral, vitamin A, C, D, E, and K to help you complete the mission. Cowbell comes in coconut, strawberry, choco malt, and Mr. Owusu's favorite, mocha. There's something for everyone.
Mission accomplished!
Hey, Ja, review. Some of the society. Santiago, oh, your guy rough. It's a character I'm doing to now. What do you do? You someone know we need. Someone in you. Someone in you. Before breakfast, this was setting. I don't know what you do. Wow, MTN is giving away 10 brand new cars in the MTN Momo at 10 promo. The grand prize is the 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe plus other exciting prizes. 2019 i10 cars, Samsung Smart TVs, e-cash and more. Keep using MTN Momo and win big from now to the end of August. Only on Ghana's best network. Dial *120# to check your points. TNCs apply. Just Momo it. We're there for you everywhere you go. We see you. And you. Ooh, and you too, Mr. Romantic. We see you and the wonderful things you're doing. You just want to make it in life, and we are here just for that. For over 15 years in 53 locations in Ghana and present in 9 other countries across the world, we've given over 1 billion Ghana cedis to more than 400,000 Ghanaian workers and businesses just like you, helping them to build their dreams. So go on, go ahead and do the things that make you happy. Make memories, create businesses, get paid, and live free. Because we will be here watching you. We are Bayport. Bayport Savings and Loans, your future now. Star FM is 5 years old.
During a soul time, choosing your...
As part of events lined up for the 5th anniversary, Star 103.5 FM and some top corporate organizations in Ghana will embark on a walk up the serene Ebury Hills. The Star FM Corporate Walk comes off on Saturday, 3rd August, 5 a.m. sharp from Ayimensa to Lodge Tavern up the Peduase, where we finish up with some aerobics and other fun-packed sporting activities. It promises to be fun and exciting. Come on board, let's keep fit together. Remember, getting your staff to join the Star FM Corporate Walk is equal to making a decision for a healthier workforce for your organization. Give us a quick call now to register on 0557 349 856 or 0544 001 651. This event is proudly sponsored by Media Partners, Live 91.9 FM, Kasapa 102.5 FM, GH1 TV, and Ago TV. Star 103.5 FM. Simply the best. This advertisement
has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
I don't cry, baby.
Sonko atagiji nomenyanse wonton ema nipa ondi enfie edunwo ensese apin for eno Sasabo Saso ibi siku mentonton preko Saso ibi siku mentonton preko Odana drumming ya busweshe Yema kasiane malure Minyami kone me saso spray Every mosquito tali run away Saso, mi se come tonton preko. Saso, e come tonton preko.
Star FM is 5 years old. As part of events lined up for the 5th anniversary, Star 103.5 FM and some top corporate organizations in Ghana will embark on a walk up the serene Ebury Hills. The Star FM Corporate Walk comes off on Saturday, 3rd August, 5 a.m. sharp from Ayimensa to Lodge Tavern up the Peduase, where we finish up with some aerobics and other fun-packed sporting activities. It promises to be fun and exciting. Come on board, let's keep fit together. Remember, getting your staff to join the Star FM Corporate Walk is equal to making a decision for a healthier workforce for your organization. Give us a quick call now to register on 0557 349 856 or 0544 001 651. This event is proudly sponsored by Media Partners, Live 91.9 FM, Kasapa 102.5 FM, GH1 TV, and Ago TV. Star 103.5 FM, simply the best.
Welcome back to State of Affairs. My name is Nana Aba Anamoah. I'm talking to Mohammed Awal, a young man who spent 13 years at the Nsawam Prisons, and he was released in January 2019. He's trying to get his life back on track. So you have a shop now?
Yes.
Fully paid?
Fully paid.
Okay, how did you raise the funds?
You know, in prison, we met people. Their names I can't mention here.
Of course.
So when I came out, I went to meet some of them, and I told them this is what I want to do.
So they were in with you?
Yes.
And they were released?
Oh, prison has accommodated intellectuals. Some are out, well to do. If they tell you this person is an ex-convict, you'll never believe. People are doing very well out. So I met some of them and I explained this is what I want to do. So at least 2 people came to my aid to get the shop, my copier machine, to start life and see what God will do. So this is how it started.
And where is the shop?
It's located at Accra Technical University.
ATTU,
yes.
Right? Okay, so that's where you want to...
Yes, that's what I want to.
Okay, so are you ready to roll?
In fact, I showed you my certificates of registration.
Yes. I mean, do you have everything you need for the shop at the moment?
For now, I have the copier. At least I need a scanner, a set of computer, and an internet access. Because they do online registration and so many things online. The guy who owned that place said this is what he does. But he's leaving. He has gotten a job somewhere he's going. So somebody introduced me. He's a friend. I confided in him. So he said if he's going, he will give me the shop, but I have to pay. And the machine. So that's how it is. So now I have a copier and the shop.
So you need a scanner.
I need a scanner, a set of
computer,
and an internet access.
And then internet access.
Yes. To start the ball rolling.
Okay. And this is the beginning for you?
This is the beginning.
Okay.
I just want to start this to raise funds, pursue further education.
Where? Have you thought of where?
Oh, yes. When I went in secondary school, I said I wanted to be a military officer. A commissioned, not other ranks. My whole life I prayed to be a commissioned military officer. If not military, but immigration. I want to start as a commissioner. So I had the mindset of going to the university, graduating, then I'll apply for officer cadet. But along the line, faith changed. So now that sector is out. But there's still more, at least.
I mean, you're young. You're 33.
Oh, yes.
There's so much you can do.
So much.
So much you can do. Yeah. So you can actually, since you have your business situated at ATTU, you can enroll at ATTU.
I want to venture into law.
You want to venture into law?
Yes.
Why? Why that? Why?
I've been I've been a victim of a system. And people are still going through it. So I want to venture into law. At least there should be a turning point somewhere. System. Let's say if Kwame Nkrumah and his people had not sacrificed themselves, Ghana wouldn't have attained independence. So, at a certain point in time, people have to sacrifice themselves for certain things to be achieved. At least our judicial system should change. And we, those who have gone through that system, are the very best people who can change it. At least we have people. There is senior high school in the prison. People have gone through. We had one guy who had gone through. Fortunately, the next year, he was out. He's now a nurse.
Aww,
he's a registered nurse. Yes. It's a registered nurse.
Aww.
We had people, a guy also wrote an SS, he had 12, but he's still, aggregate 12, he's still in the prison. People have done well in the schools there. So if those of us who have been to secondary schools and know we can still progress, venture into that system, we can come out together and at least change the whole the legal system of this country. Because of what I've gone through and what people are going through, I want to venture into law.
That's excellent.
See what I can do for my brothers.
That's excellent. I mean, that's a great inspiration.
Yeah. Let me just say the prisons is just like a second home. I'm no more there, but it's my...
I mean, you were there for 13 years.
Yes,
That's
it has transformed,
a great part of your life.
It has transformed me a lot.
How? Now you can't take certain things for granted, right?
No. The most disciplined society in Ghana is a prison. The most disciplined society in the country is the prisons. Yes. You are all together in a room, but in the room you have a judge, you have a police, a commando, and those staffs.
A commando?
Yes. You have a cell judge who sits on cases.
Oh, really?
Yes. You have bylaws in the room. If you commit, they charge you. It's just preparing you for the future. And those who even have cases pending in court.
They prepare them?
Yes, it prepares you. Because you commit, they bring you to court. Every Sundays, we sit courts. So the policeman will charge you for court. You come
and the policeman is a convict?
It's a prisoner within the cell.
Right.
In the night when you are being locked. So you are there, then you try the cases. And I was fortunate in my cell, I was a cell judge. Before I was a cell police.
Right.
Then
you graduated?
My cell judge was discharged and they made me the cell judge.
Right.
Yes. So we sit on cases. So you could write the prison people is discipline. Everything there is you move according to, not according from. The laws are there.
Right.
You must follow them.
Okay.
So that is the most disciplined society.
Okay. So what contributes to the recidivism? Why do people come back?
People come back
from your
mostly
experiences,
because of some of these cases, what I have gone through. You understand? The system itself doesn't reform.
It doesn't reform
If
you.
anybody tells you the prison reform, it's a lie.
But it's supposed to reform you.
Yes, but the service depends on the state. It's not a private institution. They do things from funds they get from government. So if the logistics they need to reform prisoners are not given, the officer cannot use his pocket money to reform you.
Right.
So people go to the prison and reform from the person's own mindset. The very day you get there, the condition, the first day you say, oh, I have to reform. Then you make up your mind, you reform. But the system itself will not reform you.
Okay.
The only system there that is your sleeping place and your freedom. Apart from that, there's nothing. It's just like you are living at home.
Okay.
Just that your freedom is in someone.
So so they don't reform, that's why they come back?
Yes. Somebody, excuse me, say, like somebody has stolen tomatoes in the market. Then a judge will look into the person's face and sentence him 10 years.
For stealing tomatoes?
For stealing tomatoes. The person goes there. The system has not reformed him. He has lived with criminals. Maybe he was not even a criminal, but because of circumstance that led him, he has lived with criminals. He has failed the system and is out. If he comes out, society already don't accommodate ex-convicts. So if he comes out and trying to make life and his life is not going the way, he joins the next, he graduates into a criminal. Because he has been, he's been in the system already.
Okay.
He knows if I steal, the highest you can take me to is in Nsawam. I've been there before. So what am I afraid of again? But if the system reforms, then you, after serving the sentence, you come to the society, reintegrate yourself into the society, then the society is ready to accommodate you. Nobody will wish to go there. Even your worst enemy, you will not wish for him to go to the prison. But the society will leave. Yeah. Go to anybody today, tell him you are an ex-convict. Even if you need job, immediately you say you are an ex-convict.
Well,
whether you are a thief.
You came to see me yesterday, I was nice.
Because
so it's not everybody.
You are in the system, you are in a profession that you know some of these things.
Right.
But somebody in his office, maybe somebody who is in his office, he doesn't have an idea of the prison system. He believes every prisoner is a criminal. Go to his office, oh boss, I want a job as a security man. Where have you? Oh, I'm an ex-convict. The first thing is, this guy is a criminal. If I give him access to my office, he will kill me. Right. Meanwhile, somebody is just fighting. Somebody just accident. Maybe he used his car to hit somebody. He has been convicted. Right. Somebody, some minor things that should not send you to prison.
The thing is, what bothers many people, and I see these comments often, and I have to wrap up very soon. I see these comments often on social media, where people just get shocked that someone steals plantain or a goat and is sentenced to 10 years, 12 years. But you have people who are milking the state, they're stealing from the state several millions of dollars and cedis and what have you, and they're walking freely.
Yes,
do you discuss this in prison?
We do.
Yeah, because you listen to the news, right?
Most of the time, we always pray for the high-profile people to come there. And
why?
We've met up, what? You, who is there to
reform the prison?
Reform the prisons, you are not doing it, and you found yourself. We've had so many senior police officers who have
What do you tell them?
So swaba.
That's not a nice thing, you know. That's not a nice thing to say.
Oh, yes. So waba. So you face it. Face it. Let us all face it. So we always pray for those.
You say this to policemen who've been convicted?
Yes.
Politicians?
Yeah, you have come. Where you have just gotten there, you sleep at 6, I sleep at 6. You thought maybe those of us in prison. So most of them come and they learn, they see the condition. So the mindset we have outside our prison, this is not how it is. Because he has fallen into that soup.
Right.
They don't know. So if at least, I've always said it, anybody, any young guy who wants to see how life is, at least you visit the prisons. Often, see how it is. Then
you will learn a lesson or two.
Building a career, you'll be very, 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 very careful.
Right.
But if you're outside, you think life is easy. Until the day
it's not easy, right?
You realize you are in prison when it is 6 o'clock and they are locking the gate. The sound of the door itself breaks your heart. Then you go to sleep. You are sleeping in a room that the key is with somebody outside. You are sleeping in a room, but the keys to the room is with somebody outside. If you are dying, then until the next morning.
Right. Mohammed Awal, pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
I hope everything goes well for you with this shop. I pray you get the opportunity to go to law school. That's a great inspiration.
Oh yes, I hope so. I hope so. Just The society should be ready to accommodate ex-convicts. It's not everybody who has been to prison that is a criminal. It's not everybody who has committed committed an offense, who has been to prison there are innocent people there.
Right.
You understand? If you go there, somebody who has committed an offense will tell you, "Oh, I've done it." If the person is innocent, he's innocent. We know. You understand? But the system, the society are not ready to.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you too.
Right. Thanks for watching the show. And if you want to assist Mohammed Awal, please feel free. He has a shop. He has a photocopier, right? Yeah. And he needs a scanner. He also needs, what else? A computer.
A computer and internet access.
And then internet access. Okay. I'll get you the TurboNet from MTN.
Thank you.
To help you.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I'm
Thank
grateful.
you so much.
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a good night.
Same to you.
When you say a prayer, say one for Muhammad and his other mates.